Steve. He's still completely slow.
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will put total leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16.
Okay. Oh, fucking weird.
see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Barker. Turning it on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
The Hoosiers are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Jackson will throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle it down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. In the formation on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space.
Out of blitz, and the nigga just hits the wrong hole, bro.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice. A 72-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off.
It makes no sense to blitz. My nigga just runs right into offensive lineman.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Tracy.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. He's got it down the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the catch. It's Beebe. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Running back searching for a hole. Runs through a tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
These backs are like tackling a dump truck a lot of times. You get them in the open field, and they're so fast, but they're so thickly built, they're hard to get to the ground. And a lot of times you're just like, all right, how can I hang on for help or for somebody to get here? But you could tell they didn't get there fast enough, and those somebodies need to get there.
Touchdown!
The pie right there.
A great catch
Pie right there.
for 6.
On that can.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass.
To be 5-5 with the wide receiver and tight end of the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. To the air, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open. No problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hardy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pressure coming. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Makes the grab. It's Becker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Pittsburgh. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the 2nd one, and now to try to get things back on track. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
That's caught. It's Morgan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. To throw, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Marshall. Continues to fight for yards. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with his back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking downfield. It's Underwood.
Hey, what is the point of outside fucking leverage, bro? What is the fucking point, bro? Shit is so fucking dumb, bro.
It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead.
He's gonna be elite ass fucking tight end, and you play outside and get beat outside by a nigga fucking slow as shit with no route running.
He'll return it. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run it from the gun.
I didn't know
And this
that
one
was
will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next one.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Hoosiers hit it quickly to the line. Jackson will throw. Going over the top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick completion on the out.
Stupid angles,
Gets
bro.
those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to. Not necessarily who's the most open. Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
Like, that is just a terrible angle on the
My guy's
play.
better than you, and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you. I'm finding you.
Looking for room. It's Hardy. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Give to the single back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that over.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. Down and mark it at the 47.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Gets it out quickly. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And that one will give him the lead.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown...
Oh, boy, I actually did not hit the wrong button that time. Oh, boy, I wanted that fucking slant, dog, but he was wide open, too. Oh, I wanted that slant, bro.
Short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch. It's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field, the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Durbin or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Fucking play, John.
They not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. Finds his man. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Bro.
These guys have
The only thing that's going to kill me is not wrapping
it
up.
would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the
He's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Good play to Pepe.
Down at the 34.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan.
This game was so fucking hilarious, dog.
He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is
3 niggas right there. None of them tackling. All of them just ran and let them run by it.
These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a
Can't win for
game here
losing,
in the
dog.
3rd.
Can't win for losing.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This should be the last play of the quarter. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's incomplete, and we'll change into the field now. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays on it.
On target to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And they find him early, and I love it because last week they found him often. He had over 100 yards, and they found him throughout this season. This offense is built on his playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today and hopefully in these later moments in the season when you go win a Heisman.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Martin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Gets rid of it.
What was that? Why is he moving back like that, bro?
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Not using turbo. Like, why did he sprint back? It wasn't a sprint out play.
That's why that one fell incomplete.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He wants it all. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
I fucking threw a bullet and this nigga, like, 2 plays in a row, this nigga just throws the ball like a fucking dumbass, bro. Oh my God, what is that, EA?
Yeah, so
like,
quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder.
It's like they just be like, yeah, we got to make you throw a pick every game, bro. It just is what it is.
The fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got
like this nigga, he just sprinted backwards. It wasn't a play action or nothing. He just sprinted back. And I don't know why he sprinted back like that.
2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Prime play action. The short hands, it's Morgan. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pocket breaking down.
Good fucking play here.
Oh, what a big
That's a
play
great fucking play here.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Punch it out of the air.
This nigga fumbled. Oh, man, this nigga fumbled.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of... Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unloads it left.
That's a good throw.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Oh, I tried to undercut that bitch for the 3rd.
45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Good defense, Glad.
Pass passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the
Good fucking play, Glass.
in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Oh, yeah, give me those.
Oh, man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Fucking job, defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give and tick, 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 tick. Runs for the
Stay in.
out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Gonna let it fly.
Boy, it made me fucking hesitate on the goddamn throw, boy.
It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.